my name is Jason JROCK Houston, and tonight we're speaking with singer and guitar player Bo from the band Bo And The Bluesdrivers. How you doing tonight, Bo?
I'm doing great.
Now, I got to ask you, did you start out as a guitar player, or were you always a singer as well?
Well, you know, a buddy of mine came up to me one time when I was about 20 years old, 20 years ago, and he says, "You're a great guitar player." He goes, "But if you don't sing, you're not going to be anything." So I didn't sing for about the first maybe 10 years.
Oh.
I started playing guitar when I was 10, so for about 10 years I didn't sing at all.
And
when I moved from St. Augustine to Daytona Beach, all the guys were singing. So you had to sing. That was just part of the deal. If you didn't sing, you were just kind of pushed to the back of the list.
Yeah. And let me ask you, what kind of bands were you into growing up? Because I was listening to the music on your Facebook page, and you guys describe yourself as blues rock, which I definitely hear. I kind of hear like a Chuck Berry influence in there. Were you at all influenced by him?
When I was a kid, Chuck Berry was a little bit old
Yeah.
I mean,
before your time. So.
I thought that was an old guy. I wanted to be with whatever the young crowd was. That wasn't an influence for me when I was growing up. Actually, Jimi Hendrix was more modern. Stevie Ray Vaughan was even more modern than that. So that was kind of what I fell into.
Okay, yeah, because it's definitely you guys got a blues sound to what you do, but interestingly enough, when I was listening to it, there's definitely a rock element to what you do as well. So I could kind of hear Stevie Ray Vaughan, even Hendrix. So how long has your band been together?
Well, we first met in 2000 by chance, and we had a band together. It wasn't Bo And The Bluesdrivers. We were, I think we were just maybe the Bluesdrivers. We didn't really have an ID yet. And we played places like the Classroom, Reseda. We played, we played all over the Valley and Hollywood, and we didn't really have an ID. But then, in the past several years, we've become Bo And The Bluesdrivers. It was more of a choice that we decided on, and we stuck to it, and we're here.
And I going back to what we were talking about earlier about how you kind of became a singer later in your career. Now that you're the front man and the guy that is singing all this stuff, does it make it that much easier when you're writing the tunes, being that you're the one that's singing it?
Well, sometimes you have to collaborate with other songwriters.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's just part of the process.
Yeah.
But for me, I had these words already. I had been thinking of these songs out on the streets, sleeping in my car. It's how I got here, it's how I got to LA.
Yeah.
So it was part of the deal, I really didn't grow up with a lot of the blues per se. I didn't grow up, living in the slums or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me to play the blues and to have the blues is two different things.
Yeah.
So I played the blues. I didn't really have the blues, but whenever you don't sing, you just play the guitar.
Yeah.
Once you start to sing, you can tell a story. So I started telling stories and realizing that, the way that it was going to be was if I sang, I'm going to be the singer and songwriter, and I'm going to have guys behind me. But when JJ and Brian came into the picture, I realized it's a three-piece.
Wow.
All three add an element to our music.
And
the bass line is written by the bass player. The drums are written by the drummer. And I play the guitar and sing. So we are a real three-piece.
Wow. And you think there's what's the benefit you think of being a three-piece opposed to like a 4 or 5-piece band where you'd have like 2 or 3 guitar players?
Well, obviously, we don't have to deal with the fourth person.
Yeah.
Which that can actually be a downfall. But another advantage to it is the size of the stages that we're playing. We're playing so many shows that we can play on a stage that holds 2 people, and the 3-piece can fit on it. But we can spread out and play on a stage, festival stage, that 7 guys, 10 guys can play on.
Okay, and now do you guys have Do you have a CD that people can buy or anything, or is that something you're working towards?
Yes, if you check out boandthebluesdrivers.com, it'll redirect you to Facebook, and you can link on with us. We'll send you a T-shirt, a CD, whatever you guys want.
Oh, okay, okay. And are you guys signed to a label, or are you releasing all your music on your own?
We're actually still recording our EP right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we're actually touring so much. I mean, our spring has, the Brews and Blues Festival in Laughlin.
Okay.
On May the 30th, we're doing the Indian Hill Music Festival.
Oh, wow.
From April the 17th through the 19th, we're in Laughlin, Nevada. We're doing the Run Amokka event in Winnemucca, Nevada, May the 22nd through the 24th.
Yeah.
We're playing at the House of Blues in 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks. A week from tomorrow, we are playing at the House of Blues at 7 o'clock. We'll have the Voodoo Fest, and I think they renamed it to the Mardi Gras Festival.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, we're playing the Voodoo Fest at the House of Blues on February the 20th with the Arcadia Blues Club in Arcadia.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you guys got quite a bit of touring under your belt, and it seems to be that's kind of what you're doing right now is a lot of live shows.
Our festivals that we have this year probably will outweigh our, nightclub stuff.
Yeah. And so, talk about this EP that you guys have in the works that you're telling me that you're kind of writing and working towards. Do you have any idea, is it going to be a 4 or 5 track EP, or you don't know?
What we're going to do is we're going to go back in and we're going to try to re-record all the songs that we have, and then we're going to add a couple of new flavors that we have.
Oh, okay.
Out on the Streets just sells itself.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're playing festivals, we're playing Tiny Bar, we're playing Tavern, we're playing the nightclubs. Everybody buys a CD and a T-shirt.
Yeah.
They always go home with something tangible. And what we want to do is we just want to give them a more solid, tangible item to have forever. Eventually I'd love to have a record to give them.
Yeah.
Jesus, that, just the hard record, it just kind of says the cool blues factor with Bo and the Bluesdrivers. But you'll see, there's only 52 weekends out of the year.
Yeah.
So, it's only February, so we're going to be playing every weekend somewhere in your area.
Well, I like to hear,
You're going to see Bo and the Bluesdrivers, so you might not necessarily have to buy a CD.
Yeah.
You're going to see us.
Yeah, well, I like to hear you say the fact that you guys are still putting out CDs for a simple fact that, a lot of bands these days, they don't believe in, I'm an old school guy, but I like you're talking about, I like to have a CD in my hand, especially I go to see a lot of live bands. I'll go to a concert, like you said, I'll go over to the merchandise booth, and, especially if it's a band that I really am a big fan of. Oh, okay, this is their latest CD, I'm going to buy this, I'm going to buy a T-shirt. I believe in supporting the bands and that, and as far as, albums and CDs, I like to have something tangible in my hand, like you said. I always love looking at the artwork and stuff, so I really hope that the CD never truly dies, if you know what I mean.
Every car comes with a CD player.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
That's something to give somebody to drive themselves home that 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Let them know this was real. This wasn't just a one-time fluke. I didn't just see Stevie Ray Bo play guitar. I can actually take this guy home with me. And I tell people that. I said, if this is something you like, you don't need to come back and see us. You can take this CD home with you and see us forever. Yeah,
but at the same time, I would imagine, like you said, if somebody just wanted to listen to songs, they can buy a CD and take it home. But at the same time, I'd imagine anybody coming to see one of your live shows, you're going to give them a little something extra when they come to see your show, right?
Well, once you see us one time,
you're
going to be hooked. You'll know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that either hits you or it doesn't. You are or you aren't.
Yeah, and so would you say that Bo and the Bluesdrivers, would you say you guys are a band that could play with various types of different bands? I mean, you could probably play with rock bands, blues band, and everything in between.
Well, growing up, I'm from St. Augustine, Florida. I don't know if you know that anything about Leonard Skinner, but they're all from St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And as a kid, my mother used to babysit Artemis Pyle's children.
Oh, wow.
So I grew up in a family that had nothing but music. My mother was remember that she used to have an organ in the house the whole time. When I was 13 years old, I took guitar 1 in high school. I took guitar 2, classical guitar. So I was musically, always had music in the house. Not necessarily a lot of money to buy the best equipment, but I had music in my house all the time. So I've been playing since I was 10 years old. And I played for 10 years before somebody ever told me I needed to sing. So once I learned how to sing, I had to actually forget how to play guitar.
Yeah.
Because you cannot sing and play the guitar at the same time. So for quite a bit of time before I moved to California, I couldn't play the guitar and sing at the same time. So when I met JJ and Brian, it was the perfect storm because I had just learned how to put my vocals together, and these guys were willing to take the time and just play. They were solid musicians, and it was it's almost like Jim Ladd said, that reform rock and roll thing.
Yeah.
It really was that. It really was. It was a deal that happened, and we knew inside. We didn't have to tell each other. We were the best every night.
Yeah.
We didn't have to say, hey, you're the man, you're the man, you're the man. We didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
Everybody told us. And we were humble enough to accept it, and where we kept, the band core together was our humility and our humbleness to say, okay, everybody's telling us 300 people are saying, you're the best.
Yeah, yeah.
But guess what? We just kept on, and we kind of play every song like it is the last song of the night.
Wow, wow.
The first song we play like it's the last song. And we can play in a casino, which is really quiet. They don't even want to hear the toss of the dice. So we can play the quietest, softest room, or we can play the festival where you have to fill 2,000 people and do it now. So we've got it down. If I can say anything, live, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a testament. The three-piece band is the way to go.
Yeah,
sing, a bass player, drummer, a lot of your problems go away. You have just a singer, you end up with problems. If you have just a guitar player, and to get 3 people to show up at the same place every night for 15 years, I mean, gosh, that's a testament right there. So. And
so how did you guys all meet? I mean, were you friends before? Do you know these guys from the music scene where you were from?
I met them as musicians. We all were an open jam at a local connect club here in LA, and it just clicked from the very beginning. I had a very small crate amp, Vintage Club 20. I went in there, and these guys had Marshall stacks.
Wow.
And I just put the microphone right in front of my Club 20.
Yeah.
20 amp, little tube. It was natural. It just came. It hit hard. It punched through, and I did what I was supposed to do, and they were hooked.
And what do you think has made the chemistry so great between the 3 of you? I mean, you think it's just that you have a passion for the same type of music, or what do you think's held you guys together?
We all knew the same songs, because you can't play a club or a bar or anywhere in LA without being able to play cover songs. If you play your originals and you play 4 hours of your original music, people will they don't want to hear it. So we had to learn covers. We had to learn how to play these covers. But you can't play a cover song and then you have no passion for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So we decided to play cover songs with passion and play our originals with love.
Wow, wow.
Every cover song that we play it like it's our last song of the night. And we turn it into our own songs. We still play Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix and Voodoo Child. I play Pride and Joy and Cold Shot by Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
But these are songs that whenever you hear us play them, it makes you feel like the person is right there, even though they're long gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We put you into a position to where you feel like we're channeling that person.
And the cool thing about playing covers like that for people when they come to your show is that somebody maybe never heard of Stevie Ray Vaughan before, but you play Pride and Joy or something like that, and they think, oh, that's a Stevie Ray Vaughan song. I'm going to go check out his stuff. I mean, that's a great way to turn people on to the guys that influenced you.
We play so many festivals where we can play for a crowd between 45 and 60, or we can play for the young festival guys between 18 and 25, and still make an impression on both crowds.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. You know, I'm quite impressed with just a little bit I'm learning from you guys. You know, because I got to be honest, Bo, I never heard anything about your band until Doug, you know, sent me the link to your site. I checked you guys out, and I'm not typically.
Well, our crowd is very diverse. I mean, we played in Rockies and Long Beach. We played in the Red Barn in Palm Springs. We play at the Whiskey Dames and Big Bear. We can play at Sue's Tavern in Fraser Park. We play in Hellendale at the Lakeside Sports Club. We can play in Tehachapi at the Indian Hill Music Festival. We can play, you know, we're playing in Palm Springs. I mean, we're playing in Pismo Beach at Harry's nightclub. You know, really, Harry's.
Yeah, you know, and again.
Really, we're going to Pismo. All right. So I mean, it's all over. We're not just in LA.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. We're doing a complete tour of the Southwest of the United States.
Yeah, I mean, you know, again, you're talking to a guy that typically listens to like metal and hard rock, but I got to tell you, I go into everything with like an open mind, and so I went on your site when Doug you know, told me about your band, and I was really impressed with what I heard. I got to tell people because. Even though it's blues based, it has definitely got a rock element to it, and I just really dug the solos and everything. So I got to tell people that I really suggest they go and check you guys out because you're really something fresh and original, I think.
Well, we have an EP coming out here in the summer, and you can always check us out on Facebook. We have I think we have Chillin' Out on the Streets. We've got a bunch of songs that you can download from iTunes.
Yeah.
You can go on cdbaby.com. We're out there. To find us is not a problem. All you got to do is a little bit of research.
Yeah, exactly.
Find us, and if we're not in your area, I guarantee you we're going to be in your area soon.
Sometime.
We're in Orange County. We're in Laughlin, Nevada. We're in Las Vegas. We're in Winnemucca, Nevada. We're going to be in Pismo Beach. We're going to be in Ventura County. We're going to be in Fraser Park. We're going to be in LA. And we're going to be on Sunset Boulevard. There's no spot that you can hide from us.
Yeah. And on that note, it sounds like to me you guys are touring probably more than you're actually at your home. It doesn't sound like you're one of these bands where you're just doing the Weekend Warrior thing. So you guys are fully doing this full time. I mean, you don't have any day jobs or anything?
We're all we're a working class band, so we all do have full-time day jobs.
Well, that's really amazing. The fact that you guys can, have your day jobs and do what you do during the day.
It's a testament to our bosses.
Yeah.
And it's a testament to being at the same place for a decade or more.
Yeah.
You have to be at a spot for 10 years or more before you can ask for Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we're playing April 17th, 18th, 19th in Laughlin, Nevada. So we're playing at 9 o'clock at night. So we have to take off that Friday. We have to also take off that next Monday because we're playing Sunday night till 1 in the morning. We play Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. We're not coming back. So we got to take off that Friday and that Monday. And that's a testament to our bosses trusting us. So that's another thing. You have to be able to have everybody around you. In order to do something like this, everybody has to be on the same page. Can't have one page that's off. Because it won't work. And it has come together full fruition. So we're very, very lucky. And I praise JJ every day, and I praise Brian every day for being able to do this. Because it's quite a commitment. And for us to do the full-time work and then get back on the road on the weekends is.
And how often do you guys still have to rehearse? I mean, are you at a point where you feel like you got the songs down pretty well, or do you find that you still have to rehearse?
We have planned rehearsal. You have to rehearse.
Yeah.
You can't learn anything new on the road. We're not going to play half of a song on the road. You're not going to start with a new instrument that you discovered on the road. You have to rehearse. I'm not going to show up with a xylophone and say, hey, I just learned the xylophone today.
Yeah.
You have to rehearse. And that's part of the deal. And that's one thing that we're really good about. Our Wednesdays are dedicated to that, and that's not a day that we're playing. We're playing on Tuesday. We're playing on Thursday at Burgie's in Santa Clarita. We're playing on Friday here. We're playing there. We have You know, when you show up and just tell somebody, hey, this is you, it doesn't work. You have to rehearse.
Yeah. That makes total sense. Now, as far as when you guys record new music, do you have a home studio where you record, or you record on the road ever?
Well, we record through pawn shop recordings, and what we do is we practice at the house, at my house.
Yeah.
And I have a room that's set up nothing but we're playing music. So we'll play our songs there. We'll get everything set up, and then we'll go over to pawn shop and we'll say we're ready. And we take care of Patrick Burkholder.
Okay.
Patrick Burkholder at Pawn Shop Recording. I'm telling you right now, you know, we're not millionaires. You know, so we have to find somebody who's going to do it for us at the highest quality at the bottom of the barrel price, and this guy's came through for us every single time. I mean, you know, it's every song is, I don't know if you've heard our EP that we have right now, but I mean, it's, you know, it's really quality music that we're just giving away. We're giving for $5. You know, that's basically giving it away.
Yeah, I mean, just the videos and that I was checking out on your Facebook page. The music, that's one thing I say. It's really quality stuff from what I heard. You know. And now you were bringing up the point earlier that, you know, it's very hard to play, you know, get the guitar and sing lead and all that at the same time. So how long did it take you, you know, to feel comfortable in your ability to do that?
Say one more time.
Well, you were talking earlier about, you know, it's very hard to learn how to play the guitar and sing lead. But I was just curious, how long did you take you to learn how to do that?
Well, I do it it's an everyday thing. When I was a kid, I used to play for about 4 hours a day. I'd come home maybe after school and do my homework. I'd play from probably 5 until 7, 8, 9 at night. Sometimes I'd get home at 4 and play till 8. I used to play 4 hours every day, no matter what. I played in school. Well, I never sang. So for me to say honestly, I had to learn how to not play the guitar.
Yeah.
So I would have to sit, and I actually, it's kind of a trick.
Yeah.
Where you just pluck the strings and kind of play it and sing at the same time. And then finally it became to me where I could play the guitar and sing. I couldn't say hi to you if I was playing the guitar while I was 20 years old.
Yeah.
I couldn't say hello to you.
Yeah.
By the time I was 25, I was able to carry on a conversation.
Wow.
So that changed. You know, it's kind of one of those things where you go, can I talk? Can I not talk? Finally, you just have to start talking. Literally just put Shakespeare in front of you and just read Shakespeare while you're playing.
Yeah.
You have to forget that you're playing guitar to sing, and it's part of the deal.
Yeah, because
you have to forget that you're playing guitar.
Yeah, because
I forget that I'm playing guitar. I'm still playing the guitar.
Oh yeah, because the amazing thing.
I forget that I'm playing the guitar, and that's how I do. I don't know how anybody else does it.
Yeah, because a lot of people have told me that's a very difficult thing.
The notes that I'm playing, the amount of chords that I'm playing, the riffs that I'm playing while I'm singing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't connect to. I'm not. My brain doesn't know that I'm playing guitar when I'm singing. Because when you sing, it's all out there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that tells me right there that, you know, it's almost become second nature for you. Because a lot of guys tell me that's a difficult thing to master, and you know, in a lot of bands, they have the singer might have a lead guitar player to kind of fall back on. So, you know, that makes me that much more impressed with what you're doing.
It's basically just forgetting that you're playing the guitar. It's like playing Robin Ford. You know, I've tried to. I don't know if you know about Robin Ford.
No.
He's from Ojai, California. He's a really professional musician. Just the best. I've seen him at the Baked Potato. I've seen him down in Laguna Niguel at the Coach House. I've seen him here in Calabasas.
Okay.
I've seen him at a bunch of spots. And, you know, he's one of those guys, if you learn how to, not to mention his singing, you actually have to learn how, you have to forget that you even play guitar to play the way he plays guitar.
Wow.
So he's one of the guys that I learned how to sing from playing, because the way he was playing and singing, Robin Ford is a professional, and all I could think about was how he was doing it together. He was playing these overlay, he's playing his guitars, and his voice was just the most beautiful. told me one time, he's like, hey, listen, if you're going to play that, you have to just forget what you know and just play what he does.
Yeah, wow.
And kind of what I did, and then I got back to integrating my stuff into it. But for a long time, I gave up what I know.
Okay, and then the last thing I wanted to kind of ask you about, Bo, as far as recording goes, do you and the guys in the band, you record like as a live band where you're all in the same room together? Does everybody record their parts separately?
We tried to do the live thing, and we're just not at that level.
Yeah.
You know, we tried our hardest, and we're just not there. We can record a live now. Yeah. That, you know, our CD is maybe 2 years old, a year and a half old now. And in the last year and a half, we have grown 10 times. So I believe now, yes, we could. We could actually record a live CD with no problem. And at the time that recorded the CD, I just wasn't well versed enough to do that. Yes, now at the time it happened, we recorded separate parts. We recorded 3 pieces, and then I went back and sang over it. And then I was curious, being that you were saying you're originally from Florida, was it your musical career that brought you out here to LA? I'm sorry, say it one time? Oh, you were mentioning, okay, you're originally from Florida. I was wondering if it was your music that brought you out here to LA. Well, 1981 Chevy van brought me to LA. But yeah. No, but, you know, my music brought me out here. I moved out here with a harmonica player, another guy that used to sing, and they just fell apart, you know. They weren't committed. They chased women, and they were just doing the wrong things from the very first day. Wow. They weren't focused on it, and, you know, I moved here, but I just had basically nothing. Yeah. I mean, I didn't drive. I rode with my buddies. So, you know, when they left, I was stuck here by myself. Wow. But you know what? I met really, really, really good people right from the very beginning, and I brought my guitar and my amp, and I took it to every club that I went to. I took my guitar and people took me in and told me, you know, here, I'll give you this, because you're going to be good. This is 15 years ago, in 2000, in April of 2000. You know, people took me in. Right off the bat, the very first day, people took me in and said, hey, bad, man, I just played my guitar, it didn't matter. I just played it. And they go, yes, you're in. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Very, very fortunate from the very beginning. Well, and then the last thing I want to touch base on is your songwriting. When you guys write songs, do you typically start off with like a guitar riff, or do you start with the lyrics? What's your process? You know what? It kind of took me a little while. I realized that I need to collaborate. Yeah. But for the most part, I've got it down now to where I write the first part. I'll write the very first couple of words. I'll write the very first couple of words, and then I know that, you know, that's what I have to do. Oh, okay. I'll write, you know, everything has to rhyme after the very first couple of words. Yeah. You know what I mean? They all kind of have to go together. But I'll write the very first verse. And the first verse kind of tells me, okay, you know, I'm out on the streets again. I've been sleeping in my car. I got these worn-out shoes. You know, they kind of fit together. And when you get the first verse down, the others just fall right in place. It's not hard after that. Yeah. You know, you just got to have somewhere to go. You know, and for me, it was just kind of natural, you know. That's why I've always, yeah. In my car, I got worn-out shoes. I smoked the last cigar, you know, on the street. You know, it was part of the deal. You know, I mean, you'll see it as our songs progress. You'll see that it's obvious. Yeah. That it's part of the progression. You know. Yeah, because you'll see. That's like songs like "Chillin'." Yeah. You know, those are songs that are written after I've been chilling. You know, I've been sitting down. I've been able to chill. But when you're in your car, you can't chill. Yeah. You know, these are songs that have a progression. Because to me, when I listen to music, I always love listening to music with lyrics. You know, like you said, really great songwriters to me are guys that can tell stories. You know, you put on their CD,
and they take you on a journey, or you can tell, okay, this is what he was thinking when he wrote this song, or this is what I'm getting from this song, you know. So I think that's what makes a great songwriter, is the ability to tell a story.
Well, you know, the song we have, Going Down South, is all about from Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm going down south, and I hide my head in the sand.
Wow.
You know, these are all, you know, that's a song straight up Florida song.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you listen to Going Down South, you'll instantly know that's a...
Wow, wow.
That's song when I was in Florida. They're out on the street. You know, that's an LA song. They're chilling. That's a song that I was able to write after I had been here several years, and I was able to relax. So they have their place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, the song does have its place.
Yeah. And as far as songwriting, like, what do you think about when people listen to one of your songs and they kind of get a different experience out of than what you what originally wrote it about it? Is that kind of a cool thing to you?
Well,
I mean, a lot of songwriters, for example, they'll tell you, like, I might ask you...
I don't listen to the radio. I mean, I really don't.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to a couple of talk shows and stuff, but I don't put CDs on, listen to the radio and stuff. You know, when I'm working, I'm at work, and when I'm at home, I'm just playing my music. I don't really play a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard the other stuff, and it's in my head. I know it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, if I'm going to listen to something, I like to listen to country music on that.
Yeah.
Country music gives me all of my inspiration to play blues.
Yeah, I guess what I'm asking is, like, you know, I could sit here all day and ask you, hey, Bo, tell me about what this song is about. But do you prefer people listen to your music and kind of get their own message from each of your songs, or would you rather tell people, oh, well, this is what I specifically wrote it about?
It's one of those things, honestly.
Yeah.
I never had the blues whenever I was growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, I wasn't raised. I was raised with chords, and I had, you know, I mean, I can look back and just pick it apart and kind of say, yeah. But it's not one of those things where I was just raised in the slums and we were picking guns. You know, it's not one of those things where that's not part of me. I write these songs according to the things that are happening in my life at the time. You know, so what might be blues for me might be joyful for somebody else. You know, so you can take it as you want, but when you hear the words, you instantly know. You know, they tell themselves.
Well, yeah, you know, a lot of musicians tell me, like you're saying, well, you know, when I record that album, those songs are about what I was going through in my life at that time, and that's what it should be, because again, that's to me great songwriting, when you can, you know, take pages out of your own life and write about it. Yeah.
That's what Out on the Streets was.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Bo, you know, it's really been great talking to you, and I've enjoyed talking to you. Before I let you go, is there anything else you'd like to say out to the people listening to this?
No, I just want to tell everybody, you know, you have to check us out on Facebook. I mean, if you don't have a computer, you can find us somewhere. I mean, your friends are going to find us. If you're in the Southwest, you know, the fourth. I mean, if you're in California, Nevada, Arizona, you're going to find us. There's no way around that. If you want to see blues music, like I told them, you know, we just played at Stu's Tabs at Glacier Park on Saturday night. I told them, like, you know, they're just ecstatic. I mean, they're floored. They see us. You know, they don't really get that caliber of blues music up there. But I told them, I said, if you want to find us, I said, you can just download our music. You can buy a CD. You can check us out on BoandTheBluesdrivers.com. You can go on CD Baby. You can go on iTunes. You can just call me. If you I put my number on Facebook. I mean, you can call us. You know, you can check out JJ Garcia. You know, at GES@bookings.com. I mean, the guy is booking us. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you're not a friend of JJ Garcia, I mean, really?
Yeah, 'cause I'll say this before I let you go, Bo. You know, to me, music is just music. You know, you could call it metal, you could call it hard rock, you could call it rock and roll or blues, but it's all about when you put on the CD, if it's good or not. And I really suggest people check your band out, because it's just killer, good time music, and I think that's what everybody gets off on these days.
Sorry, say it one more
Well, I was just saying, you could call it rock and roll, you call it the blues, whatever you want to call it, but to me, like, people really need to check out your band because when I listen to what you guys are all about, it's just good time music, and I encourage anybody to check out your band.
We can teach four-piece bands how to be a three-piece.
Yeah.
We can teach you how to share the profits a little less.
Yeah.
Or more, right?
Right.
No, honestly, I tell people, if you have four people in the band, you have five people in the band, you're obviously sharing the profits differently, and you're just doing less.
Yeah.
I don't want to say you're not trying hard enough, because I don't want to put people out there that are trying their asses off and can't do it.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to do two things. My drummer does two things. My bass player does two things. I do two things.
Wow.
We all do two things. So, it works out that way. We are a six-piece band. Or at least we're as big as a six-piece band. I'm 6'3", 265. My Brian Cheney, he is 6'6", 275, and I think that JJ might be 6 foot tall, 250.
Wow.
I don't know. We're not the biggest band, but we are definitely the biggest band.
Wow. Oh, wow, okay. Well, I just want to thank you again, both, for taking time to do this interview. I've really enjoyed talking to you. The interview will probably go up in early March. I'll let Doug know the minute it goes up. But keep my number, and anytime you want to do this again, I'd be glad to talk to you.
Oh, I could talk for an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, me too. But I'm going to let you go now. So thanks so much, my friend. You take care, okay?
Okay, buddy. I appreciate it a lot. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye-bye.